In today's video, I'm going to be talking with Nick Tofalos from CBD One. They're a health and wellness company based in the UK. CBD One has been using Melu's human live chat service since June 2020 to help visitors understand their products and increase online sales. It's been hugely successful, so let's get into it and hear about Nick's experience. Thank you. So, how do you feel about Melu's operators? Do you feel that they've become part of your team?
Without a doubt, the integration is seamless between what the team do and, in fact, what I do when I speak to people that the team often will forward to me, or we do get direct inquiries. And in fact, actually, the kind of things I do in my clinic as an osteopath, your team dovetails beautifully with all the advice and support that I do in my profession. So in that respect, they are most definitely an important part of our team. Yes, they're not seen as an add-on as such. They integrate really well. And I think the fact that when we began working with Melu and we went through, an education process and a learning process for what you say, how you say it, the idea behind, giving you samples of products and stuff. It's worked really well to build a depth of experience with your team.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, it's great to hear you say that, because we have felt, I think we've had a conversation before. We actually said to you that some of our operators could join you at things like exhibitions because they've learned so much about the CBD One products and how cannabis oil can help for health benefits. And it's kind of like a little inside joke here that our operators know enough to come and work for you. So they are almost like part of the team.
It's true. They're excellent. And what's really good is if there's things that, they're not sure on, it's resolved quickly. Get a message. We've not got anything about this. What do you think? And we can build the answers as we go really, really easily, really user-friendly, I would say.
Amazing. Well, I really appreciate that feedback. Thank you. So the next question is based around the sales that come from your website. So since you've been using Melu, the number of sales coming through via live chat are around kind of 7 to 10% of your average sales per month. And that is about an 8% conversion rate, which is about 4 times more than the normal website conversion rate you'd get for visitors turning into sales. Is it safe to say that that's become integral to your online business?
Without a doubt, that we can't do without that. And that kind of conversion rate is very impressive. And of course, that's what we're looking at. That's what the website is there for. It's a shop, it's a shop window. And effectively, Melu acts like the customer service assistant to have a chat with someone as they walk through the door, as it were. It is a really effective and useful tool.
Yeah, especially if you're putting in effort, which I know you are, to drive traffic to the website. So very often businesses are spending a lot of money on getting visitors to the site via advertising or Google ads, things like that. And then to not have anyone there, like you say, like having a shop without someone in it to help the visitors to the shop, that can have a real effect on the conversions and the overall feeling that the visitor has on the website.
Yeah, I agree. And also with in the world of CBD, because we can't advertise broadly about what the product does, we can't make claims and so on. Actually, having someone to have a chat on an individual basis is very important. So in our little world of CBD, it is particularly critical.
Brilliant. Well, I know for a fact that a lot of the chats that we handle for you are from people that have questions. They may have a mental health issue or a physical issue that they've heard that CBD oil can help with, and they just need confirmation of the facts, really, to help them make an advised choice when they come to buying. So hopefully that is of value.
Yeah, most definitely is. Yeah.
Brilliant. Final question. On average, we handle around 400 chats a month on the CBD One website. Previous to having our managed live chat service, how would you have handled that volume of queries coming through the website? Presumably people would be phoning or emailing. has having live chat made that process a lot easier for you from like a back office perspective?
Yeah, so the first angle on that one is that a lot of those inquiries that you now forward through, we wouldn't have had it come through at all, because people would go and have a look and go, and off they'd go somewhere else, or go and do their own research, whatever it might be. So that's the first important aspect of this. It's drawn in more inquiries. Previously, it would be that I'd get a phone call or emails, because we have a health information line on the website where people can directly message me. So there was always a little trickle, and there still is through that. But what Melu does is broaden the net, as it were, to capture more people who have more questions in a really easy way for someone. And I think one of the most important things is that it's not a chat bot, it's a real person. And I see that in some of the questions you get asked, is this a bot, comes through. People want to speak to people, and Melu really facilitates that and provides us with that first friendly face through the door. So it captures more of the things that I think would have been lost to us, more of the inquiries that would have just faded off and gone somewhere else.
Amazing. So obviously hugely important then from a point of view of getting the most out of all that marketing that you are putting into the website to get people there in the first place.
Yes, exactly that. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, that's really great. Thank you so much for those for answering those questions. Just wondered if you had any overall feedback on the service, whether you would recommend us to other businesses or similar businesses to yourselves, just to give a kind of overview of your feelings about the whole service.
Yeah, well, I think I wouldn't hesitate to recommend Melu to anyone thinking of setting up a website, and in particular the simple fact that you have a human face, as it were, coming through, because the bricks and mortar high street is struggling. People are looking online, especially the last couple of years with what's gone on. But people still need a relationship with someone. They still need to speak to someone. And if you look at some of the big corporate sites that are these awful programmed bots, they are hopeless, quite frankly. Melu is light years ahead of all of that. And without a doubt, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend you and your team.
Thank you so much, Nick. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you for doing this Q&A session, and thank you for being a client.
You're welcome. All the very best.
Thank you very much.